Colombia le rezamos al divino niño para que gane la selección.
Cuando juega nuestro equipo, es el único día sin tráfico en San Salvador.
El amor por tu equipo en casa te acompaña siempre. Apóyalos enviando dinero con Remitly, una app fácil para enviar dinero a Latinoamérica.
Yes! Woo! Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you want gift reactions like these, shop items that will make everyone on your list feel heard. For original gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
Yo. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Yo, listen, man. Turn me up. We start freestyling, guys. We start freestyling. So another sober night. I made coffee. That's it. Just making coffee, killing softly. Nah, do get off me. Back up, you know how we do. We get jacked up, slapped up, don't even get tacked up. When we masked up, we don't break the code. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yeah, you know what's funny, yo? I've been watching a lot of throwback hip hop pioneers, Latin, Black, white people that are involved. I'd be a low-key hip-hop historian in a matter of like 2 months. The way I've been watching it, I studied, but I can recall what I read. I'd be a damn hip-hop historian in 2-3 months. You're gonna see me battling with the best out there, if I want to, if I keep my interest. Okay. What y'all know about Latin rock? What y'all know about Latin rock? I was watching, who was I watching today? Oh, this dude named Midas, this Latino named Midas. He got a book called The Birth of Breakdance. I was watching his interview, about 2 hours long. I watched some things with Charlie Rock, a couple things with Charlie Rock. Early participant in Zulu Nation. You dig? I'm still watching Grandmaster Flash Drink Champ interview. It's like damn near 3.5 hours. I'm like an hour in. So I'm telling you, like, I'm really, really doing my due diligence. Yeah, I'm like really catching up really fast. And the thing about my research is unbiased. Like, I don't have a narrative. I don't have an agenda. I'm not looking to prove something. I'm just listening to what they got to say. And I'm documenting everybody's testimony. I'm not calling nobody a liar. I'm not saying somebody's wrong. I'm just documenting. He said this. He said that. She said this. And I'm clipping everything. Peace, Keenan, Julanda, Lovejoy. So I'm clipping everything. Like, for example, let me show you my clips. Yeah, I feel like I'm like a DJ when it comes to clips and this keyboard. Like, I'm doing my thing. So here are a lot of my clips. Just on this Charlie Rock right here. This is Cameron and Steve Stout, Joe Button. I forgot. I watched Eric Sermon.
Hey, she's on vacation.
This is DJ Charlie Chase, the first Latino
Unfortunately,
DJ.
so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2.
This is an interview I was watching. I watched some stuff I forgot what I watched. But this, I set this up right here. Over here, some Latin rock over here. I got for y'all. It was yesterday, Kanye West.
Chase mobile app
Was
is available
more,
for select mobile devices.
DJ
Message and
Fade.
data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member
I was
FDIC.
watching Memphis Bleak interviewing Drink Champs. This is Crazy Legs, most famous breakdancer, Puerto Rican. This is Rome Streets. This is Grandmaster Taz. Dr. Derek Colon, Latino, I think he's Puerto Rican, a historian, and got Freak Master P. You got Lord Jamar on Big Ticket Podcast, Dame Dash on Flex Poetics. Like I'm really in tune. Here, Coleman, exec, F Jam owner, Jay Z, Dame Dash, Big, Joke No Joke, Currency, Fabulous, D interviews, Diddy. I got Diddy's story. How he came up, how he came up to success. It's a very, very inspirational story. I know what he's accused of, what alleged of doing is terrible. But before he did that, or before he was accused of doing those horrible things, his rise to fame and wealth was very inspirational. Was clipped to stop at the part of his accusation. Everything narrowed down. Mason Weaver and Lion King, this contract that goes over, and you're gonna see a lot of Dame Dash because that's what really inspired me to get on this pathway. I was looking to, I got tired of hearing him talk about culture vultures and he's griping every interview. Now we're going this person, that person. I said, let me look into this. But I said, not always when there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm like, this just sounds too good to be true. And it turned out, and look, you see Dame Dash. Listen, none of y'all know about more interviews and Dame Dash than me. I'm saying right now, none of y'all. I give y'all that link and we could go tip for tat. DJ Vlad, world star hip hop creator, how he popped that off. How DJ Vlad got started, the gigs in the origin of Diddy, and we did was The Rock, Lear Cohen again. So I got Lear Cohen on everything. Drink Tank, I watched the interview on Drink Tank, I watched the interview on Vlad, and I watched the interview on Breakfast Club. So you're gonna see a lot of Lear Cohen in there. Because I want to really know who is this man that Dame Dash keep complaining about. And turned out where there was smoke wasn't fire. It's not. You know what's crazy? The people Dame Dash complain about the most, Lear Cohen and Steve Stout. If you deduct or admit Dame Dash from that equation, and you find somebody else notable in the record industry anywhere, they won't, like, for example, the only complaint against Lear Cohen and Steve Stout is Dame Dash. Like, everybody in the industry loves Lear Cohen and Steve Stout. I'm like, dude, that's you. And then when you look into the contradictions, which I found some major ones. I'm going into that, bro. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about the more. There's a lady who wants to get off. I think Interscope Records and J. Cole. I think J. Cole signed her, and she don't like how she's being treated. She want to get off that. And so we're gonna get to some contracts, like how people, when you sign contracts that you don't like later on, what's the possible ways to get out of it? This was what I went into last time with Bad Boy and the Locks. You dig? We sign a bad contract. Well, there's no such thing as a bad contract because they're all legal if you sign it, unless somebody coerced you or forced you. So it's only bad when you no longer, it's only bad, that's subjective. It's only bad when you no longer agree to terms and conditions. You dig? Like let's just say, like, it's bad is like hidden fees. You know what I mean? Hidden fees where the money is being taken from you that you were unaware of upon signing. Like, that's a lot of phone contracts that has credit cards. That's not like contracts. Record labels. It's very transparent. You can read it yourself, and you're only signing to what's on that. And most people advise you to get a lawyer. Early hip hoppers, you're gonna see that they did not understand that type of stuff. Get to the business because they never were business savvy. It's more Dame Dash. That was it. You could see the transition. It went from all this Hebrew Israelite stuff right here, Divine Prospect, right to the Rico case with Diddy, and then Rico case, and then the Dash, and then straight up all the way down. And then over here, I got more so of the business side. We talk about contracts and things like that on this side. This is like a little more organized. But let me so as far as contracts, like when you want to get out of a contract, you want to insert in your contract key person clause. This is the person who is responsible for you being on the contract, right? The A&R, whoever was, it could be dang dash, whatever. You want the key person clause. And I'm gonna click this link to let you guys know what the key person clause is. And we'll touch on some breakdancing. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Hold on. You can't see my screen. You cannot see my screen. Hold on. Hold on. Is it going to pause? I'm pressing pause. All right, it paused. All right, so let me share my screen. And from my view piece, let me share my screen. And, this is going to be, before I do that, and also these are, we'll talk about this a little later if I don't fall asleep. This is, so what I came up with is a couple list albums, right? So these ain't necessarily my best, maybe they are, but I didn't come up with my best albums ever, but some of them probably are on that list, not all. But this list was, I thought about what albums in my life have I played and just let it just play. And like every song can play, and I didn't have the urge to hit one. And there's some great albums out there, but there's some songs on albums I just can't that. So if there was an album like that, it's not on this list. So this ain't everything, but this is almost everything. So Shaheed and Rugged Child, Mr. Bleak, and these are not my favorite artists at all, no way, shape, or form. But these albums were pretty fire. Pretty much played every last track. Juvenile, 40 Degrees, Raekwon, Kid Link's Tupac, Machiavelli, Doggy Style, Dr. Dre, The Dog Pound, Nas Have You Written, Enter the 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Forever, Infamous Mob, Reasonable Doubt. What's this? American Gangsta. This is what's this? Part 2, Hard Not Life, I think, something like that. But the Black Album, Stillmatic,
my son Ian was diagnosed with
a lot of my deep prodigy
16 months.
Twice.
Had no hope.
This is J.R. Ryder. This was a surprise because I was not J.R. Ryder at all.
To this date, we are 12 years into
but
this
I was
journey,
never a fan.
And from day one, we've never once seen a bill.
When you support
on the
seniors
net,
through your company
and I
employee
seen
aid
his
program, you can help make cures possible.
what happened? It's always in a group,
visit
like a group text. Might be like, yo, check this album out. It's fire. So then, like, my curiosity, I just be, man, you said it was fire, let me check it. And this is the same guy who put me on Lil Baby. He said, yo, listen to this is fire. And the first song he played from Lil Baby, I thought was ass. It was that Southside song. I'm laughing, like, that's ass. But then I said, let me see if he got something else. And then I found other things. I became a Lil Baby fan, just like that. But so a lot of stuff like that, people put in a group text, hey, just try it out. But sometimes my friend puts something there, the guy be ass. But that's how I got hit on the J.R. Ryder. I will actually click the link. Probably not that day, more so because I want to falsify. Click the link is actually what you said it was. The group text. Okay? So that's what I was doing. Because eventually I'm going to just have all these albums and put them on shuffle because I'm traveling, working out, walking a long distance. And I just want to tune out the ladies right here. Anyway, so let me. Oh. So let me bring you to what a key person quote. any day now. Yeah, this Zoom takes a lot of space. Because this computer does not do this until I start Zoom. I start seeing screen. You know what? But I can share.
Another big one is a key man clause, or probably a key person clause. Now that one's quite important because there's a big turnover when it comes to labels. And so if you get an A&R person or a head of a label who likes you and signs you and then moves on, you could be shelved. I've seen that loads of times. And so there needs to be a clause in your contract which, if there is someone who's key to your operation in that label, if they leave, you have the right to get dropped. Another big one is a key man clause, or probably a key person clause. Now that one's quite important.
You want that. Somebody's responsible for bringing you into labels. You got some pull, you dig, and he's really like sold on you. Like, yo, this is the woman, this is the guy, and somehow they can get a promotion or they need a company for United Mastermind, wherever these top businesses, just like that, and you're left there naked by yourself. Figure speech, obviously. There's nobody out there to look out for. There's nobody who has your best interest. You want to see some fight to be had to get the music put out for you. So you're stuck. Like you said, you're shelved. You're like, who are you? Well, Tyrone, you know what I mean? Oh, Tyrone left. Tyrone got promoted. Yeah, I know. All right, well, man, you gotta figure something out, bro. But I got some artists bringing in myself, and I don't know what to say. What kind of contract you signed? 4-album contract? So with the key person clause is that person gets promoted or they bounce or get fired. You be like, oh, if he's out, there's nobody to represent me, therefore I'm gonna get some money. I'm gonna get to produce music. So that was an interesting clause, key person clause. Because again, I'm only showing this when I'm showing these early rappers, 80s, 90s, and even producers, they've been locked in contracts they didn't understand, and they really didn't get, what any lawyer will do for you on your behalf, representing you, trying to get you out of trouble.
Against a brick wall and you are locked into that contract, then we get into kind of creative lawyering of like, all right, how else can we go at this? And they go, and it's all the time, hey, I signed the bad contract, I know I should have got an attorney, I didn't, help me. And so then we look at all the
history. Give me a second. Give me my coffee. Oh, boy. Yeah. All right. Oh, I need my backup iPad, please. Okay. Yeah. So Jay-Z had a lot of dope albums, a lot of dope albums, but I couldn't add a lot of the albums on my list because some songs I just can't see myself like working out or walking. Like let's say you can't get to the phone, change the song. I couldn't see myself like enduring certain tracks for 3 minutes. I just can't do it. But there was a Killer Bees album that I got thrown there. I think it's called The Swarm. That might got thrown on my list. Yeah, I know it, The Swarm. I know it. Yeah, I probably got to throw this on my own thing. I remember rocking this when I went to Connecticut. I played this. I bought this in Connecticut, and I bumped this all the way back to New Jersey, like the entire album on repeat. And I was so impressed with the band. I'm adding this to my list, but I was playing this over and over and over on the way back home. Let me add this to my list real quick. Swarm. I was playing this album over and over and over. I could have sworn it was an ODB album I like. I mean, I checked out the albums. I mean, it had good tracks on them, but nah, it wasn't what I thought it was. Okay. All right. Let's get into some Latin rock. Let's get into some Latin rock, and then let's get into another stuff.
This is called Latin pose. Okay? So ये आपको clear हुआ होगा?
Yeah. No, not always. Yeah. Right there, that's good.
Latin rock क्यों कहा जा रहा है इसको? Just because of that Latin pose. Boom, boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck. Okay?
Now that don't look a little bit like merengue. When I seen that, I'm like, you know what? That look a little bit about. I don't know which one it is, salsa or merengue, but let me find out real quick. It's one of them. When I seen that, I'm like, yeah, that look just. Let me see. Okay, let me see if it's salsa.
Salsa step. Instead of
It's salsa. Yeah, that's like salsa.
Friday. Side step, back step, front step. Repeat on other side.
And when they
Make
stop,
sure to shift weight to each step.
boom. Okay, so
Salsa step. Instead of a basic salsa.
Anyway, so when he was doing his little move, that kind of reminded me of some salsa, yeah.
दिस इज कॉल्ड लैटिन पोज। ओके, सो ये आपको क्लियर हुआ होगा कि लैटिन रॉक क्यों कहा जा रहा है इसको, just because of that Latin pose. Boom, boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck. Okay?
So from when I see that, I see, I can see somebody introduce somebody from a salsa background introducing salsa into hip hop, like making a hip hop version of salsa. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, where's my map? All right, so let's listen to what Charlie Chase, DJ Charlie Chase, the first Latino DJ, had to say about Latinos' involvement in the creation, not breakdancing, not going to break that at this point. He's just going to address the creation of hip hop, not breakdancing. Separate breakdancing from hip hop. I don't know if there's a big argument from the Latino side about their involvement in creating, not influencing, not adding to, but creating hip hop. I don't think there's a big argument in the Latino community. I think that there is one for breakdancing. So Charlie Chase, DJ Charlie Chase wants to set the record straight for any argument in the Latino community saying they created hip hop. And DJ Charlie Chase is a big dog in hip hop, especially representing the Latino. Like, he's not, like, his opinions about the origins of hip hop, they're not taken like from Latinos or Black Americans or Jamaicans. Any hip hop, I'm gonna say hip hop. I'm gonna say hip hop. DJ Charlie Chase, his opinion on the origins of hip hop, they're not taken lightly by hip hop. They're taken like Moses is talking in the Bible, or Apostle Paul, or Peter. Like, they got weights attached to them. Okay, but it doesn't mean everything he says is 100%. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, you take what he's saying seriously if you're hip hop. Like, he earned that much respect. Turn it up. Shit. My it's freezing, and so I'm trying to click it, and it's like making me click everything but that. All right. Yeah, so now I know it's Zoom. It's Zoom that's slowing my whole PC down. Again, this desktop is kind of old. So, you know. The DJ Charlie Chase, first Latino DJ. The history of hip hop. What else can I do?
Listen, they tell you Latinos created hip hop. That's not true.
No, absolutely right.
Were we there to help develop it in the evolution? Yeah. Absolutely. Nobody can take that away from me.
More you
You can deny it as much as you want, but back in the Bronx, as much as people talk shit, listen, they tell you Latinos created hip hop. That's not true.
No, absolutely right.
Were we there to help develop it in the evolution?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, like I say, like, not saying everything he say should go unchallenged and go at the word of God. I'm just saying, like, he is a big dog when it comes to the history and the origins of hip hop, and definitely how hip hop was created. All right, so let's move on.
I like they have a thing, the black hustle, the ghetto hustle. That's that, you know, that hard bop kind of thing. And you know, that's smooth enough for me. I like the Latin hustle, the Spanish hustle was a smoother kind of a thing. And you know, they had the songs about it. Dance to the Latin hustle. Dun, 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 dun. It was a different, it was a smoother kind of a thing. And that's what I like. Dude, exactly. Van McCoy, do the hustle. And the Latin hustle is really what brought in the disco craze. Because, you know, once white people grab on it, then all of a sudden it's like, you know, that whole 2001 Odyssey and Saturday Night Fever business. But cats have been doing that way before that. Way before that. We down in the Epoca, we down Bonds Casino.
So this is
we're in the
Charlie
Stardust
Rock.
Ball.
Some say he was a DJ first before an MC, but he was an original member of the Zulu Nation with Bambaataa.
Room. When we wasn't b-boying, you know, I would go to other parties. And so the hustle was the dominant culture, without question. B-boy was an underground thing. That was an underground thing. I like. Before we started hitting the floor spinning around. That's right. You know, that wasn't occurring yet. And burning was more of a freestyle kind of a thing. It involved a lot of showing up the other person, embarrassing them. You know, you mush them in the face, you do all kinds of stuff. Right. A lot of style, a lot of comical stuff with it. All right, but we weren't hitting the floor yet. So you get a lot of people who are those early cats, like my man Dancing Doug, Dougie Cologne. I would say 1974, 75. I first saw it in 75. They might have been doing it in 74, okay? But 73, it wasn't b-boying the way we know b-boying. Not that I saw, and I was around. It wasn't that kind of b-boy. It was the standing up, the pin drop, dropping back, maybe a split, you know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train, the locker dancer kind of thing. You see some of that. But the spinning on the floor and all those things that the modern b-boy, what you would recognize as the modern b-boy, that's not till around 1975 somewhere. The date that is used before we started hitting the floor spinning around. That's right. You know, that wasn't occurring yet. And burning was more of a freestyle kind of a thing. It involved a lot of showing up the other person, embarrassing them. You know, you mush them in the face, you do all kinds of stuff. Right. A lot of style, a lot of comical stuff with it. All right, but we weren't hitting the floor yet. So you get a lot of people who are those early cats, like my man Dancing Doug, Dougie Cologne. I would say 1974, 75. I first saw it in 75. They might have been doing it in 74, okay? But 73, it wasn't b-boying the way we know b-boying. Not that I saw, and I was around. It wasn't that kind of b-boy. It was the standing up, the pin drop, dropping back, maybe a split, you know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train, the locker dancer kind of thing. You see some of that.
Yeah, almost watched me fell to my face. All right, I almost missed a cherry. But there you go. All right, so let's get some more testimony from Charlie Rock.
And the style, what we like to call burning, you refer to it as rocking. Right. You know what I mean? That's what was taking place late 60s, early 70s, before we started hitting the floor spinning around. That's right. You know, that wasn't occurring yet. And burning was more of a freestyle kind of a thing. It involved a lot of showing up the other person, embarrassing.
Okay.
You know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train, the locker dancer kind of thing. You see some of that. But the spinning on the floor and all those things that the modern b-boy, what you would recognize as the modern b-boy, that's not until around 1975 somewhere. The day, you know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train, the locker dancer kind of thing. You see some of that. But the spinning on the floor and all those things that the modern B-boy, what you would recognize as the modern B-boy, that's not till around 1975 somewhere. The date, you know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train, the locker dancer kind of thing. You see some of that. But the spinning on the floor and all those things that the modern B-boy, what you would recognize as the modern B-boy, that's not till around 1975.
Why?
You know, something you might see almost like on Soul Train.
I know I include the same thing 3 times. Anyway, so now we're gonna get into how breakdance evolved according to Nat Wood, what he believes happened that caused breakdancing from a Black American standpoint or invention standpoint. Yeah, it'll play in a second.
Even the breakdancing thing seemed like a natural extension of what was going on, because like my generation, it's sort of like graduated from like dancing together, grinding, holding grinding. They call me because I grind so fine, you know. And it became like 2 people dancing together, but not actually holding each other. And then it went into the skate and kung fu fighting. So like breakdancing sort of was like a continuation of that tradition taken to the nth degree. Right. Even the breakdancing thing seemed like a natural extension of what was going on, because like my generation, it's sort of like graduated from like dancing together, grinding, holding grinding. They call me because I grind so fine, you know. And it became like 2 people dancing together, but not actually holding each other. And then it went into the skate and kung fu fighting. So like breakdancing.
Anyway, so he's kind of like saying that Black Americans invented it by different dances that he believed came before breakdancing. Okay, in my opinion, he really ain't show or explain or even name certain dances that was close to breakdancing. Remember, everything he named, we were on the floor upright or getting low, but we're not on the ground. So you would think that if this evolved from Black American dancing, that you would think that there was a dance we did where we were on the floor for a significant amount of time, and then from there breakdancing. But for me, it's hard to believe if we're up, erect, dancing, getting low. Like, what the hell that got to do with somebody spinning on their head? Yeah, I mean, that is a real extreme difference. So for me, I still want to see somebody show a Black dance. Somebody is on the floor for at least 5 seconds for me to buy that. Because I'm telling you, there's more proof that breakdancing came from Latin rock. Because you see them on the floor, you see them put one hand, you'll see shit like that. Like, it looks like breakdancing. So the Latinos are saying, especially Puerto Ricans, are saying that breakdancing comes from Latin rock, and they show videos that look like breakdancing, just not under hip hop beat, under some merengue beat, some salsa shit. Some tell me, baby girl, because I need to know, like a beat like that. You see Latinos breakdancing and shit, basically. So I like to see Black Americans like breakdancing under a beat other than hip hop, because of course hip hop, you know, that means it's called breakdancing. It's already too late. So let's go into some more history. of hip hop. So now, okay, so now we have okay, so now this part this is the best for me, right? I'm not saying I'm the god of the gatekeeper of what makes sense, but this argument was a little better. So the same guy, but it was his guest or Coles, whoever this was, that explained that Mario could have introduced a form of breakdancing by, you'll see, this had a little more validity. All right, it still ain't better than Latin rock. It still ain't more convincing than Latin rock, but this is the best transitional phase, if you would say, that Black Americans are doing that could have possibly led to breakdancing. It's the best argument I heard. All right, it ain't better than Latin rock, but it's the best argument. Okay, okay, let me go quiet them down. Be right back. It'll be repeated a couple of times, so take some notes. Oh, it didn't load? My bad.
Whereas we came out, we was doing this stuff.
Yeah.
They really started like spinning and taking it to another
all
degree.
that. And you know, like I said, well, I figured that Mario started like when you go to the rope. Remember roller skating?
Yeah.
Mario used to
right,
play.
I remember
Mario
that.
Used to play
right.
in the roller skating ring.
Right.
He's
that
the
was
first one.
That became big and
right.
Really big.
Every skating ring there was,
Right.
Mario used to play.
Right.
Cool D used to go there.
Right.
Cool Herc and them used to go there.
Right.
And he woke up again. Damn it.
Brought that trends in.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like I said, came from Disco King Mario.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, you know, him not to get the recognition,
right.
He never really had the money to build himself up.
Yeah, whereas we came out, we was
right back. He woke up again.
Doing this stuff.
Yeah.
They really started like spinning and taking it to another
all
degree.
That. And you know, like I said, well, I figured that Mario started like when you go to the rope, remember roller skating?
Yeah.
Mario used to play.
Right, I remember
Mario
that.
used to play in
Right.
the roller skating ring.
Right.
He's
That
the
was
first
right.
one.
That became big and
Right.
right.
Mario
Really
used to,
big.
every skating ring there was,
Right.
Mario used to play in it.
Right.
Cool D used to go there.
Right.
Cool Herc and them used to go there.
Right. I remember
you
that.
understand?
I remember that.
Mario brought that trends in.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like I said, all that music came from Disco King Mario.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, you know, him not to get the recognition, he never really had the money to build himself up.
Yeah, whereas we came out, we was doing this stuff, they really started like spinning and taking it to another degree.
And you know, like I said, well, I figured that Mario started, like when you go to the rope, remember roller skating?
Yeah.
Mario used to play.
Right, I remember that.
Mario used to play in the roller skating ring.
Right,
He's
that
the
was
first one.
That became big and
Mario
really big.
Every skating ring there was, Mario used to play in it.
Right.
Cool D used to go there. Cool Herc and them used to go there.
Right, I remember that. I remember that.
Mario brought that trends in.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like I said, all that music came from Disco King Mario.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, you know, him not to get the recognition, he never really had the money to build himself up.
Yeah, whereas we came out, we was doing this stuff, they really started like spinning and taking it to another degree.
And you know, like I said, well, I figured that Mario started, like when you go to the rope, remember roller skating?
Yeah.
Mario used to play.
Right, I remember
Mario
that.
used to play in the roller skating ring.
Right,
He's
that
the
was
first one.
That became big and
Mario
really big.
Every skating ring there was, Mario used to play in it.
Right.
Cool D used to go there. Cool Herc and them used to go there.
Right, I remember that. I remember that.
Mario brought that trends in.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like I said, all that music came from Disco King Mario.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, you know, him not to get the recognition, he never really had the money to build himself up.
Yeah, that is. Whereas we came out, we was doing this stuff, they really started like.
All right. So we talk low. So I think that was a bit of a chase. We doing this stuff, Michael Jackson beat it, and then we start getting our heads spinning around like a damn dime, like a dig, and on our back like a damn dime. Like I still can't see how we're doing a Michael Jackson beat it fight stuff. Like he sits guessing, how do we go from that? And nobody's really doing a good job explaining how do we go from that to spinning on our head. Like I just don't see like the evolution. That's a whole different extreme. We're on 2 feet, play fighting, and now we're on our head spinning around. Like if he said it was in our head doing sweeps, like karate sweeps, or like some old guile type kicks, then I could see, okay, all right. But dude, spinning on your head and on your damn neck has nothing to do with play fighting. Okay? No karate, nothing. Yeah, so that's a bit of a chase. That's a hell of a chase. Okay. So, but it's my job to give you the available information and the different contrasting arguments. The arguments that's for Latinos starting breakdancing, and also the arguments that are for Black Americans starting breakdancing. And after I give you the arguments, I'm going to weigh in, my assessment. But that's the clip yourself. That's the clip. That's the clip entirety. All right. So now, let's go into. Okay, so I want to go here. This is important right here. This is important when they talk about intelligence.
that we had a little more business sense than everybody else in the hood did. Just a little bit more, which was enough that got us over that hump, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Everybody else was still trying to make moves and this and that, but they couldn't take it to the next level, which would you have to have the vision to do that, right? You had to see where the ship was going to be able to navigate through the rocks and everything. We had that. We had just enough. We weren't freaking Einstein at this, but we had just enough to pull us over the ledge. That we had a little more business sense than everybody else in the hood did. Just
Crazy Legs, right here on the right side, the most famous breakdancer in all of hip hop. He was part of a breakdance group called Steady Rock. So what DJ Charlie Chase is saying is that some people just want to play, right? And other folks see, wow, this can be bigger. So that's my thing with Damon Dash and Jay-Z. Damon Dash is having fun playing boss, right? Telling people what to do and, hey, look at what we're doing. Jay-Z is thinking like DJ Charlie Chase and Crazy Legs. Okay, because there was hella breakdancers. But they see it coming to a close, right? The limitations of breakdancing, it's starting to phase out. So how can I love this. So how can I monetize this? How can I still be relevant doing this? And we know Crazy Legs today. We don't know nobody else. Not to his magnitude. And then we got DJ Charlie Chase, a DJ. We got a lot of DJs. But again, they're like, yo, it has to be more, or this is going to fall, this is going to collapse. So now let me play something interesting, which I concluded, like watching DJs and watching producers and watching DJs and producers, I'm like, what's the difference? I swear. And I just inboxed DJ Focus earlier. I don't think he responded, but I was like, all right, whoever hit me on Facebook in the last 5 hours, I didn't check. I've been busy doing this history shit. But I inboxed DJ Focus earlier today. I was like, bro, have you ever made beats? I'm just curious. And I said, no cap, please, don't lie. Have you ever made beats? Come on, he's a DJ. But again, watching, I'm telling you, man, watching all of these DJ testimonies and giving the history of hip hop to the originators to now, and I'm listening to producers as well. I'm like, I swear, what's the difference between a DJ and producer? I just couldn't see it. I couldn't draw the difference. So that's why I inboxed DJ Focus earlier today. Like, yo, do you ever make beats? In my second line, so that was the first question. No cap, don't lie. And then I was going to add my follow-up was going to be, have you ever thought about being a producer? Because I don't see how you can be, if you're a DJ, I don't see how you're not a producer or not aspiring to be one. Okay, so now, guess who else came to that conclusion? Watch this. So someone else came to that conclusion listening to a DJ explain what he does as a DJ. And I got this today, right here. This is today. This is right from my life. That's why I took so late. I'm watching so many videos. Drink Champs, Grandmaster Flash, and Noriega.
What you're saying is basically, if you're a DJ, you're an automatic producer. But if you're a producer, it doesn't automatically make you a DJ. Right. What you're saying is basically, if you're a DJ, you're an automatic producer. But if you're a producer, it doesn't automatically make you a DJ. Right.
And I'm telling you, after I started watching all these videos of DJs and producers, and I'm sitting there like, what's the difference between a DJ and producer? So now I didn't know that. I didn't know a producer is not necessarily a DJ. But I'm thinking why don't producers just call themselves DJs? But now I see you could be a producer, not a DJ. But all DJs is essentially a producer. I'm telling you, because when I was listening to what's the last producer I was playing? Oh, Scott Storch. So, and that's why I text DJ Focus to find. Let me see if he ever respond on Facebook. Nope. Okay, he didn't look at it. Yeah, I remember I had bought some software. I was like probably 24, 25, 27, maybe the oldest. I bought some software how like to make beats. And I mean, I from scratch, knew nothing about this stuff. On a computer, I ended up making some like 5, 6 like good instrumentals for the resources, for the limited resources that came with the software. And I made sure the software, it's old because it was a CD, it was a CD-ROM. But I made sure the software said like the publishing is like whoever is yours. You publish it is actually yours. Before I bought it, because I didn't want to make a dope beat and I can't even use it. Because I didn't have rap dreams ever. I liked to rap, but I never pursued it. But I never closed that door though. So I'm like, in case something happens, at least I can play this beat to this song I wrote. So now there was something else. There was another gem in there. Oh, with Eric Sermon, which is a producer. But I don't think he's a DJ. Okay, this part. Check this out. This is very interesting. Right there.
You were right there you was right there almost damn near like in the beginning, but you was definitely on the cusp of the transition where producers started working outside of their camp.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you did it in a way that you work with all of these different groups and with all of these complex styles, and everybody would to have a unique identity. Like you come up in an era where if you play the beat, you know what artist the beat belonged to.
Yep.
See, you can hear a beat and you say, man, that's a EPMD beat.
Yep.
That's a Run DMC.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's Public Enemy. Oh, that's Ghetto Boys. Oh, that's NWA. Oh, that's Salt and Pepper. That's
all day.
Yeah,
isn't that dope?
Yeah,
that's dope. Though we
like
had
you
that
can
type
hear the
of Just on the beat.
But how
we do that now? Like y'all ever think you're gonna make that science and stuff? We do that now because that's still our mentality.
Yeah, but how do you were right.
So let me drop some bars on that. So that was the issue early rap. So when you had like a rapper and he had like a person who does beat, a producer, and they made some nice songs with each other, it was more inevitable that as long as they produced nice songs, that the beat maker producer was more likely going to lead the group first. It's because of the reasons Willie D just explained to Eric Sermon, is that I wish I'd have played more. And in fact, let me go back to the last clip so you could hear more of what Willie D was explaining. But actually, you heard enough. So you're a personal DJ, okay? Me and the Watcher. The Watcher's the rapper. I'm the producer. I'm the smart one, right? I'm the producer. I'm the DJ. We made nice music. I know how the Watcher rap. I know what to expect when he says, "Hey, man, I got a new song coming up. It's gonna be about flowers or about the sun or whatever. It's about Black Egypt." I know how he rap because we made songs together that was pretty nice. So I know what beats that I already created. I know what beats is gonna fit his flow better than others. So now the Watcher might be looking like, yo, let me get that Drew Hill beat. I want that. But I might be like, dude, you're more like a Johnny Gill type guy. Like, that's not for you. That's maybe for somebody else. But for you, that's not like the way you sing. It's not gonna work out. So now a rapper can get emotional and be like, "Yo, you stalling them. You are stalling them. I want that beat." But the producer might have another artist who needs that beat, and what Willie D just explained, that other artist, his style fits that beat better than you. So instead of giving to you, where this does not become a hit song, which is one that we just archive, no, I'd rather give to this guy, and I'd rather give you the beats that belong to your style. Because remember, when you think like that as a DJ, you have now become a producer. But when a DJ just make beats and sell them, then that's just what he is. He's just a beat maker. He's a DJ. But you evolve into producer when you start to understand, like Willie D just explained, these beats don't work for your type of style of rapping. The same beat I created, if I'm gonna give it to you, I gotta do more to it, or stretch the hook out, or speed it up, or slow it down. You dig? So now I heard CL Smooth. Oh, I can't spell. CL Smooth explains so I heard about this, but I never watched it. So we can watch it together. I think he had that same problem. Pete Rock explains why he split from Group CL Smooth. But I want to hear, okay, this is a problem. I want to hear CL Smooth. I think he's the one who didn't understand, like, dude, you're a rapper. Like, your window is smaller. Producers' windows are the world, the earth. The producer's window is just the city you're in, or maybe state. The producer's window or the beat maker's window is the earth. And that's what rappers don't understand. So let's go. And look, I'm gonna play Joe Budden speak on rappers and why they don't get a lot. I'm gonna speak on Cameron's perspective why rappers don't get paid a lot. It's so hard for rappers to be successful. But want to lick the rapper. You dig? Is that why? Because she want to lick the rapper? But you're gonna be phased out by the new rapper. And you don't have any money. And nobody talks about it.
Tugging him somewhere else to do other records and other things and not support.
By you personally, I'm talking about as far as like as a group, did that open up the audience at all?
Wait. Let me back up to the question.
That's dope. Yeah, man. Freaking yeah, that was a crazy record. But I mean, like what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about you personally. I'm talking about as far as like as a group, did that open up the audience at all?
We didn't have a chance because at that time it was chaotic. It was ugly. It was what I wanted to do and what was tugging him somewhere else to do other records and other things and not support this record. And you know, 1 minute you say one thing in the room with me, and then in the next room you making another deal, shunning this deal and doing something else. So that was the beginning. So I didn't get a chance to feel nothing of that money.
And this is around the time
money
you getting hot with all the remixes. Right.
That money feel. I wanted to feel it.
Yeah. Was that really the reason for the break? Was that the whole reason for the breakup, or were there other underlying causes?
I'm saying attitude. Attitude predicates everything. And when you got the right attitude, then you can get through anything. When you got the wrong attitude, you can't get through nothing, and you don't understand nothing.
Right.
Nah,
Somebody
absolutely.
telling you got to work over here for your $2 million, the $2 million that made you, but I'm gonna give you 10 over here. Which one you gonna take? Some money ain't good money, but which one you gonna take? The one that made you, or the one that you want to make yourself?
All right. It was Dame Dash talk. It's like, come on, dude. Like, I hate when people do that. It's like, dude, you got all the motive. Why you saying that? You want him to work with the Juicy because you wanted the attention. You wanted the focus on you wanted his focus on your albums and your songs. Like, dude. And now you're trying to philosophize. Hey, brother, do you want the bird or do you want the worm? It's like, come on.
Right. What's the absolutely. So after American Me, there was talk of you getting back with Pete Rock. I know the last couple of years.
You see how he spoke about other rappers trying to latch onto his DJ producer. Well, why didn't you latch on to other producers? Why were you stuck on Pete Rock? Like, come on, right? Your CL at that time, your CL Smooth, like other producers will work with you. But it seemed like you the one who was like, it's Pete Rock or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so is it really you the whole time, or was it y'all, or was it just Pete Rock? It sounded like it was just Pete Rock. Like you didn't really believe in yourself like that because you wouldn't have stopped. You would have kept going.
Years there was the Rocksteady anniversary show you guys headlined. I was privy enough to be at that show. You guys did an amazing thing. It was an amazing performance. Thank you for doing You Can't Front on Me. That was a personal favorite. So what's the status now, and why is it becoming so difficult, with the stop, the start? It's almost like Barry Sanders running in his prime. You guys stopped and start and stopped and start. Where are we at with the project, and is there a light at the end of the tunnel at this point in time?
I just feel very disappointed and cheated, like the fans. Because I put myself in the position 25 years later to get a different reaction from somebody that I built, and I felt that I built something that shouldn't be, underrated. And when people say how underrated I am, I never take offense to it. It doesn't even bother me that he doesn't give me the credit that I deserve to say that this is what we did together. And I didn't get to this point 25 years to have a celebration of music for somebody to pick up where we left off and is not happy with who I am and what I've become and don't see the change and the evolving of what you're doing. And you can promise anybody anything you want. You can promise them and disappoint them, but you don't disappoint your fans. You don't disappoint me. This is not what it's all about. Like I said in this interview, we came in this game nutted. There's nothing I should be ashamed about. Anything that he has a problem with me, he can always work out with me. If there's not a problem, if there's a problem that he can't work out, is because he doesn't want to work it out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the vibes and energy I'm giving off from you, which is energy is spooky. So, but the spooky energy I'm getting off from you is that you might have came at him a certain way. You might even put your hands on him. I don't know. But what you talking is that, I don't know, man. That might have disrespected him, or he felt disrespected, highly offended, and sometimes that's what it takes. You look like you might have came at this dude pretty rough.
I think we all could work around people. When you don't have the right intentions, then you can't work with that person.
All right. So now let me get Pete Rock's explanation. Yeah, I'm convinced marijuana for blacks is like the new crack. Or worse, it's actually worse because it got in more black hands than crack could. Because we could see the crackheads like, nah, I'm good. Like so many people from that generation, so many older people from that generation passed up on crack. But marijuana, damn it. I mean, when black dudes meet me for the first time, they automatically assume I smoke. Like that's how it's crazy. Are you about to light up? You coming? Like, nigga, I'm smoke. Never did. Like, you go smoke that crack by yourself, that marijuana crack by yourself.
I just got a link for delivery. Did you get me a birthday?
I can go away from drinking for so long because I refuse, and even coffee, I refuse to like let something dictate it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use it. Nah, like once I start feeling like that, I'm gonna back off. I hate to feel like I'm controlled by someone or something. So I'm like, so once I feel like it's routine, I'm like, you know what? Let me break this routine.
Birthday gift.
Yeah. You should check with Jeannie, though.
You're now tuned into Kobe's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues.
YouTube salute. Pete Rock has opened up about his split from former groupmate CL Smooth. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified. Y'all.
Yeah, he's the best talent I've ever came across in my whole life.
You guys created magic, man.
I mean, I've never heard a guy rap like this. I never heard a voice like this. And even we shared great times together. Don't get it all fucked up now. Like, we've had our good times, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, just like life, people have ups and downs. And sometimes, you know, when we're in the negative zone, we tend to go like this, you know what I'm saying? And then what we would wish for each other is growth. But when one is growing and one isn't, then it's just still uneven, even now.
I knew it.
It's just like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It should never be like this. Ever.
You know, we're doing a lot of...
Okay, so if you want to listen to the full interview, Common and Pete Rock were on Drink Champs. It's like 3 hours. And they're talking about their upcoming album together. They collab album that should be out in June, actually this month. So just letting y'all know. But Pete Rock, excuse me, he said this on his IG. This goes for anybody once in a group with a partner or partners. When things go left, take the high road. You have people who rejoice separation. When I make my business, people start making up their own story because it's nobody's business. Excuse me, but mine, plain and simple, like it or don't. You have people who tell their stories, no problem. Be on them podcasts talking about personal problems. That's not me, man. F drama. That shit happened. That's my business. Let people say and think what they want. Ignorance is bliss, and real ones know this, but don't believe groups stay forever. That only happens when two men really respect one another and their boundaries and has had similar experiences happen to them, and it gives each other individual great understanding. That's the important part. But I wish no ill will on CL Smooth, but I keep telling y'all for years, I have moved on with all due respect. I can accept it. All right, I'm about to jump in. Let me explain something.
All right, I'm good.
I agree.
Okay, so I got a video, a clip for that. Okay, so this is, remember I played Noriega giving back what he believed Grandmaster Flash was illustrating. Well, whereas the DJ is the producer, essentially, the producer isn't essentially the DJ. So Eric Sermon is going to pretty much say the same thing to Willie D, or I think Willie D to Eric Sermon. You'll find out.
What can the producers do right?
See, this is what you said about a rapper and MC. A beat maker and a producer, though, too. Producer is...
Right. Okay, so...
But a producer is...
The beat makers are going to have to evolve into a producer. Because a producer is different from a beat maker.
You see that? One more time. Yeah, Willie D. Yeah, y'all got to subscribe to his channel. He be having some exclusive interviews. The dude, like, he's under the radar, but he be dropping some good interviews with the same people that be on other platforms. His interviews be some of the best because when you're genuine and when you're genuine and when you're actually smart, that's just going to show. And this is why I think Drink Champs have the best interviews because you see they smiling, you see they always smiling, clapping, like they really be having fun. And I'm telling you, this is why I believe they produce the most interviews. And like the person they're interviewing is having fun. So I don't know how other people feel on different platforms, but let me just throw out DJ Vlad. Like, do you think the energy is mutual when a guy's on DJ Vlad, or do you think he's just there for the clout and the attention and the promotion? Adam 22, when people go there, do you think they're like really happy to be there? Like, and do you think when they're like made to feel at ease and at home? I don't know. The Breakfast Club, again, do you think people are there to really feel like when Little Mama was there? You think she had a good time with Charlamagne, her first and second time? Benny Siegel, you think he had Fredro from Onyx, Fredro Star, you think he had a good time? No, he was about to beat up Charlamagne. So this is why, like, I believe you don't see great. It'd be inconsistent. You see a good interview, then you see a bad one. With Drink Champs, I'm telling you, when people go there, like they genuinely want to be there. Like they genuinely have a great time. Like they got the blueprint. The Drink Champs got the blueprint on how to interview and get the most from the interviewee. Like, cause I do clips. I do clips. And you'll see, like, when the same guy goes to Vlad, Breakfast Club, the Drink Champs, like, you'll see me have the most clips on with the Drink Champs because they're good at extracting information from their guests. But not only that, they make their guests so comfortable that the guests just volunteer more stuff there than the other platforms he was on. I mean, it's no coincidence that Kanye West, out of all the platforms during that time, he only chose Drink Champs. Look what happened when he went to Sway, right? He went to Sway. You don't have all the answers, Sway. Like, yo, as a journalist, you don't want that. You don't want to be known as confrontational because people ain't gonna want to come on there. Like, you want to be known as stern, serious, like kind of like Gayle King, right? You want to be known like that. Like, you're allowed to express yourself and have fun, but I ain't gonna let you wild out or lie either. Okay. Anyway, so producer, I'm sorry, DJ or beat maker, producer. Let me say it right the first time. DJ, producer, and then you have producer, DJ.
Do right.
See, this is what you said about rapper and MC. A beat maker and a producer, though, too. Producer is...
Right. Okay, so...
But a producer is...
The beat makers are going to have to...
Producer is...
Right. Okay, so...
MC.
You mentioned what they're doing wrong. What can they do right to change the trajectory? What can the producers do right?
See, this is what you said about rapper and MC.
Okay, so you quote that. He said, this you say about rapper MC. So I'm guessing at some point he explained that an MC, and even Grandmaster Flash explained that during his Drink Champs interview, that a rapper and MC are totally two different people. An MC is not a rapper, and a rapper is not an MC. Like, they serve two different functions while the microphone's in their hand. An MC, from what I heard, they do a lot of speaking, right? Come on, to the left, y'all. Right to the beat, y'all. To the beat, come on. That's an MC. Put your hands in the air. A rapper raps. The MC's not rapping. He's talking. He's interacting with the crowd. Come on, y'all. Come on to the beat. Hey, come on. Left, right. That's the MC. The rapper is rapping over the beat. There's no interaction. There's no interaction. He's gonna stop when he's finished.
A beat maker and a producer though too.
Okay, so I'm gonna slow it down so I can stop pausing so much. And I'm gonna not pausing it so I can stop going back so much. So I'm just slow it down.
What can the producers do right?
See, this is what you said about a rapper and MC.
Okay, so I explained that they're different.
A beat maker and a producer though too.
So he's saying the beat maker and producer are different, like that they're not one and the same for the reasons Nori just said it, right? The DJ can be a producer, the producer can't be a DJ. So you can't use them interchangeably. That's what he's trying to explain it really deep. But really deep got it. He's smart.
Too. Producer is
right. Okay, so
but a producer is
the beat makers are going to have to evolve into a producer.
Yeah,
because a producer is different from a beat maker.
Right, so now when he's saying beat maker, I believe he's trying to say DJ because producers actually make beats. Like Scott Storch is a producer, he's a beat maker, but he's not a DJ. So I think Willie D was still a little confused on the terminology, but Eric Summer knew what he was trying to say.
A producer tells you, Willie, that paragraph is dope, but it should go third.
Okay, so now you see what he's explaining? Because I shared this yesterday with, was it Laura Jamore? Yeah, Laura Jamore, where Laura Jamore, a producer, I think is La Russell. I think it was him. He was on Laura Jamore's channel. He was explaining how he was producing KRS One album or a song, and at least a song. And the producer's man heard KRS One bars and said, "Yo, that's whack." And then KRS One got offended, right? So what Eric is saying is that that's what producers do. They don't just supply a beat and leave. They help you make this a hit song with that beat because the beat is the beat that is promotion for the producer or the DJ. So they want that song to pop. So it could be like Alchemist or Scott Storch or Just Blaze. Like you want to hear that. Or Maybach. Like you want to hear those things on a hot song. What's another one? What's a more modern one? That was like going crazy. Wheezy out of here. Like when I hear that, the beat could be trash. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it 95% benefit that it's hot. When I hear Wheezy out of here, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a hot song. It could be an artist I don't like. When I hear Wheezy out of here, I'm like, shit, let me, whatever I'm doing, Wheezy out of here. Let me listen and see if this song gonna pop.
That chorus is dope, but it doesn't match that verse. That beat is dope, but that beat don't fit you.
See, that beat don't fit you, and that's what Pete Rock. That's why Pete Rock was working with other rappers outside of CL Smooth. He's like, yo, I'm a beat maker. I'm a producer. I don't just rock on you. I'm here to serve this. I'm here to be great, and I don't believe being great is to stick with one artist. Because like he just said, you have a style, you have a particular flow, and like I got to make certain beats for that. But I got other beats that won't go with your flow, and I don't want them to go to waste. There's other artists out there that have a flow that can benefit from these beats I have that won't sound right with you. So that's what he's explaining. So now a beat maker goes to a producer when he's able to see that. When he just, hey, this beat 50,000, 80,000, see ya. Like, yeah, you'll make your money, but you're not getting the most out of your beats.
I got to make the best record possible. I never claimed to be the best beat maker. I know how to make a record.
See, so I never claimed to be the best beat maker, but I know how to make a record. I know what the hooks should sound like on this beat. And when I was interviewing Scott Storch, um, was it Scott Storch? And it not interviewing when I was watching his interview. I think he the one that did the Black Rob beat. Whoa, and or it was I've watched some of the interviews. I forgot. But anyway, a rapper was gonna get the whoa, and it could have been Noriega talking, but a rapper was gonna get the whoa beat. I think, as a matter of fact, I think it was Noriega and Memphis Bleak interview, and they was talking about whoever did the whoa beat wanted you to say whoa, and they offered it to somebody. A rapper couldn't see himself saying whoa, so they passed on it. And I think another song where I think a Jay-Z song, and Jigga, what's my mother name? I think that beat was offered to Noriega first, but he didn't think and it doesn't sound right. He didn't think that sound right. Noriega, that might not be the song exactly, but it was a song with like the name involved in it, and Noriega ain't see value in it. Like, nah, that ain't gonna hit, and it wouldn't have. I think Jay-Z, it sounded better, and it became a hit song. But that's what he's explaining. Like, just because it's a dope beat, sometimes the producer will say, "Yeah, you can buy." When they say have, you can purchase this beat, but you gotta purchase it with you using the hook. I want you to say, "Whoa, someone so like whoa, someone so like whoa like whoa," and the rapper will be like, "You know what? That'd be hot, but I ain't saying that shit," and they'll pass. And then the next rapper will be like, "You know what? Yeah, I can do that." I think Fabulous did that with a beat. Um, Somebody explained it was a fabulous song. It was a dope ass song that somebody couldn't see themselves saying, and the hook they couldn't see themselves saying it, and Fabulous did the hook. And that shit went crazy.
So there's a difference when you have the Timberlands, Dr. Dre's, and those type of those people who know how to create a song. And I tell them too, going back to the question that you asked, you're trying to have some type of content that might be somewhat different to make you stand out. Because if not, it's the same repetition. If you ask a girl who's that artist or that song, she won't know. The song she knows, but she don't know who sung it. Ask them. That's how everything sounds almost the same with the same exact people. Don't forget, when we was out, we was all platinum and gold, and nobody sound like each other.
That's a good segue into one of the questions I want to ask you. You were right there you was right there almost damn near
That's
like
pretty much what I played earlier. Not pretty much, exactly what I played earlier. All right. Somebody sent me a picture on my phone. All right, so let's move on. So do I have anything? That's what I got from grandma. Okay, so now let me. Oh, okay. So this is Cameron confessing that when he was into rap, he didn't really know the business. And this is like most rappers, they just hop into it for whatever their reason is, but they really don't know what they're doing. And that's unfortunate. But that's not the okay. If you sign a phone plan with Verizon, but you don't know what you're doing, like how is Verizon at fault? Like they're trying to explain to you, and you're saying, "Yeah, you want the phone so bad." You're saying, "Okay, I understand. I understand. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do." When you sign a contract and they go with terms and conditions with you and talk about the phone and features, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, because you want the phone. You're like, yeah, you want the car. You want whatever it is. Yeah, yeah." He did because so when you're trying to be a rapper, an artist, you're trying to sign a record label deal, and they're going over the terms and conditions. They're explaining to you, you're like, yeah, I signed. They looking like, are you sure? You're like, yeah, I got it. I want to sign because you're looking for the clout. All right. So here we are. Cameron confessed he didn't know the business. He signed when he, signed his record deal and started making music with a record label.
I didn't really know the business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize in the 90s to get a record deal was a big deal. I was just more happy having a record to be on. I didn't know the business. I didn't know what publishing meant. I didn't know a lot of shit. I was just like, I have a record deal. And then as time goes along, you're like, these motherfuckers is jerking me. You know what I'm saying? At these times you were signed for 7 albums, which was like standard, 6 or 7 albums. And when you realize on your second album that you're getting jerked around, they playing with your life. I didn't really know the business.
He confessed he didn't know the business, which was, I respect that. But look what happened afterwards, though. Did he stay illiterate?
And then I started learning the business, and I was like, let me get out of this situation. And, basically, I know y'all going through your thing, but I knew Damon Dash at the time, and Rockefeller was on top of the world. And I used to hustle for Damon Dash, and I'm like, yo, I need your fucking help. Y'all niggas on top of the world. I need you to help me learn the business. And basically, he told Dave McPherson, the guy who was running Sony at the time, you might as well let Kim out this deal because this really isn't going to stop. And then they let me out. That was basically it. And then I started learning the business.
Okay. That's what's important. He first confessed he didn't know the business. He just wanted to sign a deal. But then he realized, I could, things could have worked better for me had I known what I know now in his contract. So like he said, he got out of the contract and now he learned the business and now he signs contracts that favor him and the contract, but things that he can agree with. Okay. Okay, now check this out. Look how record labels are looking for talent nowadays. I wonder if I could turn this light off. This shit bright as it's like late and bright as hell in here. Hold on. If I could turn this light on. All right. My glasses go, they're back. Okay, all right, it works.
What I'll tell artists is this: labels aren't building artists from the ground up. So they're going off analytics. They'll sit there and say, okay, you have 10 million views on YouTube, or you have 3 million followers on Instagram, or you have 7 million followers as Facebook friends. They don't want you if you ain't got no numbers. Labels are jumping on the bandwagon now because they're not starting artists from the ground up. They're not building them. They rather have somebody with 11 million TikTok views. So if you don't have those views, they don't really want to be bothered with you. So for knowing your business, back to the answer to your original question, you should know your business because by the time a label wants you, you should be making money by now if you figured it out. What I'll tell artists is this.
I'm going to throw shots at the Locks, because the Locks complain about the Diddy contract, they got out of it, and they still to this day complain about it. It's like 30 years ago. It's like, dude, so y'all never figured it out. Y'all never understood the business. And when they get interviewed, like people like baby them. People don't never like ask those questions. Like, yo, man, like how come y'all never figured it out? Where it made it work for you. Like y'all went signing one bad contract with the Locks, and who knows what you signed with I wonder what kind of contract they signed with Rough Riders. Yeah, that's like, okay, so it's not that public, huh? All right. I'd like to know what kind of contract they signed with Rough Riders. 'Cause it's like they never were able to maximize like their talent as far as like from a financial standpoint. Um, okay, so here we are, some more label information Cameron given. I'm like a DJ with these clips though. I ain't gonna lie.
You had to find a record. You had to get a record company in order to find an audience. In today's world, because of the internet, you actually find an audience before you find a record company.
Right.
So why the fuck would you give away the money?
So that's important. A little information. Back in the days, you had to sign. So this is why people will sign record labels, because you didn't know how to get your own audience, your own crowd. People really didn't know how to do that, and that's why like it's like a real difficult situation, because people. The reason why like the lots can sign a contract like that, because how about your record label know that this is more like a job to you than a business? And what I mean is that like some people just want to pick up the microphone and just make music, and they want the record label to do all the business. Like not everybody's business savvy, not everybody's a boss. Like some people just don't have it. Like so all your friends got that boss drive, and I'm like, no, man, they don't got that. Stop lying. So all your relatives, they all got that boss mentality. Like, stop lying. Like people work at where they work at, and they are comfortable and content with just working there and going home and making the same amount of money or close enough every year until they retire. Niggas like me ain't about that life, but some people are, and that's just what it is, man. And and then you got rappers like that. Some rappers are just, hey, I just want to make music, and hopefully I become rich. It's like, nah, like they're explaining like those type of rappers are like employees in that business. They're nine to fivers. They don't get the least amount of money because they're doing the least amount of work. And they're putting the least amount of risk out there. That's what I mean by nine to fivers. They put no risk like at your job, like your nine to five job. You don't risk anything. Everything there. You get a guaranteed check for 40 hours. And as long as the job's in good standings, right? You got a job every week. So that's why they're not our rappers are nine to fivers in a sense. The ones that just want to rap and don't care about the business side. Like, dude, you're literally just a nine to fiver at that point. And that's what the locks were. That's what they still are now. There's not a lot of rappers just nine to fivers in business. Let me rap, you make the beat, you do that, and I'll just perform and get on the cloud, and hopefully I can be rich. Somehow enough crumbs come to me where I can be rich. Like that's pretty much their attitude.
You had to find a record. You had to get a record company in order to find an audience.
Right. So if the record label is responsible for your audience, like they're not supposed to capitalize off that. Like, you got an audience literally. Okay, right now you're in my office. You want to be a rapper. What's your name? My name is Snake Jackson. All right, Snake Jackson. Who knows you as Snake Jackson? Nobody. Okay, so we got to make you Snake Jackson. So we got to build an audience. We got to make you a national star. Okay, so we're literally making you a national star. So we don't get the bigger cut from that. Like we're really making you a success. You came in here unsuccessful, right? Yep. No buzz, nothing. You're Snake Jackson. Nobody ever heard of you. Even your aunt don't know you're Snake Jackson. But we're gonna make the whole country know you're Snake Jackson. and you think we don't get the lion's share of that. We're making you. We don't get a lion's share. All right, then leave. Then go somewhere else and be Snake Jackson. And you know, I wanted to do this before I went live. I wanted to know how did Chris Cross? I know JD found him at a mall, but I want the official story. I don't want the heartbreak story. I just want the. I mean, it is sad. I don't. Why we can't get this? There we go. How Jermaine Dupri discovered Chris Cross. Here we go. This is what I want. Because this is what I mean by when a record label just make you a star, make you a national star. Like how are they not getting the 90, 10, 95 to 5 split, 99 to 1 split? How are you benefiting from that? Like, y'all gotta make that make sense. You know, Chris Cross was my time. I was around the same age, I think, and that was the first time I got braids. First time I thought about getting braids, it was from Chris Cross. Okay, so here we go. So this is 5 minutes. This might be a faster version. And it's a white guy interviewing, so he might ask the real questions. Just joking. Unless he gonna do it. I'm probably getting off some.
What did you see in those guys? When you first saw them at the mall, what did you see?
Something that I still haven't seen today. They was in the mall. They was stars before I even came around. And they was in the mall. They was ghetto stars.
Yeah.
You know, like for real. They was in the mall walking around. There was girls at the cookie company giving them free cookies. I'm telling you, I was standing there in the middle of the mall looking at this like, who the is this? And I thought, you know, because I wasn't really big on Nickelodeon and all that when I was younger, so I thought this was like some kids from Nickelodeon or something. People were actually, you know, girls was acting wild about these little boys.
Yeah. I think you've used the term in describing them that they represented a mood.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering for just
they was like the word swag before, like their mentality was. I'm just saying, I just to be that young, I never saw nobody. Criss Cross weren't rappers. They weren't kids walking around with demos. They weren't trying to be rappers. They weren't trying to be singers. They weren't kids walking. So you gotta understand, people out there. Criss Cross weren't that focused on being cool.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, people out there. What I remember.
That's a problem I want.
Weren't rappers. Criss Cross weren't rappers. They weren't kids. People out there. You gotta understand, people out there. Criss Cross weren't rappers. They weren't kids walking around with demos. They weren't trying to be rappers. They weren't trying to be singers. When I met them, I said, "What do y'all do?" Light skinned Chris said, "We just cool."
I can see that.
I was f***ed up like, get these guys a record fast.
But you see, but your genius is, number one, you could recognize that, but then you could put it into action.
I mean, it took a minute though. It took 2 years for me. It took
talk about that.
It took 2 years to get to Jump.
Yeah.
And like I said, they weren't rappers. They weren't even thinking about being rappers. They weren't even thinking about being in the music. From what I remember.
Yeah.
And at first I was just kicking it with them because I started learning At first, I just was, and
yeah.
You gotta understand, people out there. Crisscross weren't rappers. They weren't kids walking around.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, people out there. Crisscross weren't rappers. I was rappers. They weren't even thinking about being in the music. From what I kicking it with them, because I started learning how to be cool. Let me get some of this coolness. And they, I started living by the way they was living.
Yeah.
Like these kids would get up at like 6 a.m. and go to the barbershop and get fresh at 6 a.m. and be sitting outside the barbershop before the dude even get there, before the barber get there, to get their hairline.
Yeah.
I never seen nobody at 11 doing this. I know I didn't. I don't even know where they got the money to get haircuts. Mentality and sneakers. This is all the stuff that I'm watching, and Rob for starter jackets and just a lot of. I wasn't going to public school at the time, so one day I was riding with them, and I probably shouldn't have been listening to this music with them 11 and 12, but their favorite artist was Ice Cube, and we played that America's Most Wanted album to death in my car, right? Driving one day, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and I'm watching them rap the lyrics as if they was Ice Cube. I'm like, where they learning this lyrics at? How are they learning? It's one thing to say the raps.
Like a cringe story here. Like, why are you in a car with two 11-year-olds by yourself?
Acting it out like you're a halfway like. So it was my mission to try to start making music that they like. They ain't like none of the songs at first.
And anything that you had proposed?
Yeah, everything I started writing for them, it was nothing that was like, we ain't doing that. You could, and my goal was, I wasn't gonna be satisfied until they took the song and made it theirs. Because I wasn't gonna get the same thing that I saw with the Ice Cube. So I was every day trying to write a song, trying to write a song. And, they was quick to tell me what was whack, corny, nah, right? And then I hit this chord with them. I wrote this song called Little Boys in the Hood. And that was them. And at that point, I could see in their eyes that they heard what I was saying just like me. They start saying it better than me. I'm like, oh, that I wanted. But I could feel it. And Rough House. And he called me back. He said, I want to sign him. And he signed him off Little Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this one is better.
6th grade. So you stopped going to school in 6th grade?
Yeah.
God damn, JD.
I mean, I didn't stop. I started trying to get a GED. So I was watching Ice Cube and this, that, and third. And Chris and Chris went to Bunch Middle School.
Got y'all signed?
No.
What song got y'all signed?
So go back. Crisscross came out. So Crisscross came out. And once Crisscross came out.
One more, first of all, how y'all come up with Jump? Like, what led y'all to Jump? What is that what got y'all signed?
No.
What song got y'all signed?
So go back. So once I said Chris and Chris was watching Ice Cube and this, that, and third. And Chris and Chris went to Bunch Middle School. Picked them up no more. It was Jermaine picked us up from school.
Right.
I picked them up from school, and I picked them up from school one day. And this elementary school to me. And by the way, I ain't finished high school at all. This is elementary. You know more about it than me. This was outside the school. And I'm like, what you talking about? And at this time, Chris and Chris used to wear they used to wear these socks where they put like 3 or 4, 5 pair of socks on the west side. Chris told me that the reason they wore so many socks is that's where they used to hold the drugs at.
Right.
In between the socks, some kind of way to whatever. Right. But they found this kid at school, almost like the same from ATL, basically the same thing, right?
I ain't never heard that they was drug dealers at 11 years old.
And I was like blown away
because that was normal behavior on the west side.
See, that's what I'm saying. Not Like,
man, nigga, you take a couple ounces of weed to school every day and jump off.
Yeah, but it wasn't no weed though.
Oh, they were selling crack? Yeah, you sell crack too, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm supposed to believe two 11-year-old crisscross kids were selling crack.
Yeah.
I done had a couple slabs that I said, like, for instance, we go to school to get on some, so he might lock or sell.
So crisscross was selling crack in the 6th grade. Like, come on. Selling crack to who? Other 6th graders? Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? You come to school with that's not
completely strange to me because
that's not strange to me.
Yeah, so it was completely strange to me because what I couldn't understand was who was the kid selling the dope to. Weed different.
Man, listen to me, man. I'm gonna blow your mind here. Listen, there were coaches at our school that used to sell to the kids, but not as a user. Like, he was a distributor. He was the plug.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And he'll goddamn put the student on, and the student would come back and continue to re-up with him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's West Side shit. When you title a kid or got, you know what I'm saying?
For me, I as a kid, that's a life.
If you heard both stories, the crisscross, the other, like, it's like day and night. I just play a different story. And we ain't hear none of this drug selling shit. This is wow, yeah. I don't know how we got this far left.
Miss, because at 12 I went on tour. So when
you was on stage with Diana Ross, JD. You can't. You know?
The opportunity to see that,
but that's good.
And I got kicked. By the way, not because I wanted to.
Oh, you missed too many days.
I had a tutor.
Okay.
And at the time when I wanted to, I got kicked out of school too, because at the time when I went on tour.
Oh, you missed too many days.
I had a tutor.
Okay.
And Atlanta was not prepared for kids in the entertainment. So when I came back and the tutor it's like, we can't 6. I mean, I didn't. But then at the same time, my role of production.
Your career stuck into the money. There's only one J. Elders.
When I saw these police over there, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It wasn't normal to me, and I was like, what? You know, I kept asking so many questions, and I'm sure they was like, JD, this regular.
Yeah.
Right.
After
I had never heard the hood story told from a kid's perspective.
Right.
And what
you dropped the link for my boy SMH. 1 second. Oh wait, what? Oh shit. Hi, really? What that? That's an L? Let me see if this works.
And then when I realized,
let me see if this works.
What's happening in the hood, people act like kids don't exist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, even when the little boy was like, y'all want to see a dead body and boys in the hood, he knew where this shit was at.
Right.
And these kids were saying this. So like I said, when I started having this conversation with Chris, they was telling me all this shit that was going on in the hood. And I'm like, who talks about this? Where is this being reported?
Right.
It's always being reported that it was somebody older or this, that, and the third. So then I was like, y'all gonna be the young reporters. That's gonna be y'all new thing. Y'all gonna be the young reporters. Ice Cube, he say, little boys and girls, they all love me. Come sit on the lap of ICE. So I took the little part from that.
Oh, that's some diddler, that's some no diddy shit right there. Let me fix your name. Let me fix your name real quick. All right, I got your name fixed.
All love me. Come sit on the lap of ICE. So I took the little part from that, and then I took Easy saying boys in the hood. So I made it go little boys in the hood, and I kept making, like, I was trying to figure out a hook.
Right.
So I made him say Little and then say Boys in the Hood. And I went and made this beat. And I just start writing about what I saw. And I start writing about how place where you can. We couldn't figure out where we was gonna go. Engineered my Silk Times leather record.
What's good though, bro?
He was the Joe to demo. I said, Joe.
Hey man, peace, man. What's going on?
All right, my bad. I ain't mean to break nobody off, but what's goody?
You know, just been doing a lot of lives on the record industry, like, and not just the record industry, rappers, and lately the origins of hip hop.
Yeah. Because a lot of shit been going down out here, and with Lil Durk and them out here in Chirac. So just wanted to just tap in with y'all, see what y'all was good.
Yeah. So really, just anything really. We do current news as well, current events, but more so been talking about the hip hop industry. It could be origins all the way to what's going on now with Lil Durk, YSL. So what I was just playing just now was Jermaine Dupri explaining how he found Crisscross, like the Chris's, and
at the mall and shit.
Yeah. And the reason why I went here is to give people.
But I'm up here in Chicago, but I know what you're saying though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's really to give people an illustration of how things are. Like if he found these two boys, because he just said they were not rappers, they were not looking for they didn't have demos, they was not looking to be in the record industry at all. He found them, and he was going to make them national stars, which he did. So what I was saying to people who were listening to me, I was saying, if he is solely responsible for all of your fame and riches, what lion's share does he is owed to him? Like he's damn near owed the whole entire pot. Like he, maybe like a 90-10, 95-5. Hey, SMH, if somebody right now, if Elon Musk, if Elon Musk send you, like, let's say if you just say, you know what, I'm gonna just try that. Something happened in your city, right? Where
right.
They let people just test drive the Tesla truck, the Cybertruck.
Right.
And they stopped you. You're like, nah, I'm okay. They're like, no, we insist. Just come back in 20 minutes. You go where you want to go.
Right.
Are you serious? You're right. Okay. And then you come back. And when you come back and drop it off, somebody say, hey, man, we want to offer you something.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I hear where you come from. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now they're responsible for all of your recognition and money that's coming towards that's built up because of you. It's like, what? How much do you really think is owed to you? You did absolutely nothing.
Well, I think he caught them young boys. They were so little at the time. You know what I'm saying?
They're 11. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that when he made them stars and made albums for them, because I was around that same age. So like I got my braids for the first time because of them. I never had braids before until I seen them on TV. Oh shit! And then I went and I was like, I want braids, mommy. I want braids because I was 13.
Right. That had to be around like 92, right? Because me and you sound like we were around the same age. Because I'm 46 right now.
I'm 46.
Oh yeah, that's how I knew. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can imagine that if he did this much for them, you can imagine how like small they got back.
Yeah. They mind was at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if they were like a grown adult, like 30 years old, when somebody covers that, like if I'm taking you out, you taking a girl out. You taking a girl out, right?
Wait a minute, hold on. This unbiased?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, nigga. My bad. Yeah. This E-Bizzle, bro.
I know. That's why I got your name as SMH.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just saying that if you take a girl out and you're responsible for all of her expenses, right? And then somehow your table was, but this is just a girl you're just dating, just a blind date. Like this ain't your girlfriend, this ain't nobody seriously at all. Like it's just a blind date. You know, hey, blind date, you took her out one time, maybe for Kendra or whatever. And it just so happened that your table been chosen for $1,000 gift certificate.
Yeah.
How much you think you owe her?
Yeah, well, shit, you gonna owe us some bread now. I ain't gonna lie, you gonna owe us some bread.
But the reason why she's there is you. You took care of all the expenses.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So if anything, like, baby,
Yeah,
like,
no, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
like you already got paid. Like the dinner, dude. It's my money.
Right. You about to go ahead, fuck her down and this and that.
Yeah, but like obviously you're gonna probably spend some money on her to like maybe you know what I mean to keep it going, but that money's yours. And like, but that's how the record industry is. Like when they do so much for you, and they're responsible for for so much stuff that you have gotten. Like you really don't get much back.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's why, like the new age rappers, they're already coming with clout. They're already coming with a a
But
following.
you know what's crazy though? Not now that I'm talking to you, you know what's crazy? Because I was just telling Deontay and them Eric, well, I don't want to put, but it is what it is. Everybody know me and you talk, but anyway, I was just telling them, I was like, you know what ain't funny now? Now you see how little Dirk sitting right now? That shit ain't funny now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, that shit ain't funny now.
Nah,
but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's talk about that. So what is the obsession with
They
rappers?
you you know what I think it is in Gully. I don't know because I know he on the East Coast where you at, but I think he said one thing that it did make a lot of sense. He was
What was that?
like, Gully TV, Gully TV. Is that
Okay.
his name? Gully? Yeah, but he's somewhere by where you at. But he was just saying that it ain't funny now. With
Oh,
little.
you are you talking about Gilly the Kid? You talking about them?
You say what?
Gilly the Kid? I mean, Gilly and his Gilly Hall.
No. Gully TV, not Gilly.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
But you know what's his
Sounds
name?
familiar.
What's Gilly? His cousin name? Wallow.
Wallow,
Wallow
yeah,
tried
Wallow.
to tell Turk. He tried to tell him, like, man, listen. He tried to tell him 2 years ago, like, man, listen, you need to chill or this and that, But all these kids, they want to talk about slide. I'm gonna slide and do all this and that. Man, that shit ain't about nothing.
It's even more about nothing when you have like when you're out the hood and you got money. It looks like it, and you got success and fame. Like,
Yeah.
why you have a craving to keep doing? Because you know what, Ebon, SMH, and everybody listening now or in the future, most inner city black people say, "Hey, we want to get out the hood." Like we always say, we want to make enough money to leave the hood, right? Because there's no opportunities. And then when we get more than enough money, right, to get out the hood, like we got so much money where we could get 10, 12 people. We could do some hammer shit. Like, 25 people. And we come right back to the hood and blow it.
That's why I said, how the fuck can you go back? I said, but these people, they ain't playing with you right now. They're not gonna play with you.
Now, they make an example out of him. And trust me, he won't be fortunate like Young Thugger. No. He got the feds on him. Young Thugger ain't had the feds.
Yeah, he got the feds on him.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I said the same shit. Yep, you got the feds on you now, bro.
Bro, I'm always showing like interrogations on this channel, And a lot of them be like the murder for hire plots where the wife try to offer her husband,
Yeah,
and
yeah. They
she
don't
end up
like
hiring
these
like
white
a
people.
detective,
Exactly. Exactly.
and they be going away for 30 years.
Yeah.
This guy is a criminal. It's like he already got a record, and he already been remembered. He was tied into some shootings in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
And then
know.
Fannie Willis dropped the charge of this, so he's already
Yep.
involved in violent stuff. And then there's rumors with him and King Von. So
Yeah.
the public is not going to cheer for him like they did Young Thug.
Yeah.
That dude get like he won't have no like support like Young Thug. Like black community gonna like leave him to dry. Like, hey man, you on your own.
Yeah, yeah. You man, you on your own, bro.
Yeah. And guess what? We can't even watch. You know how we watch Young Thug case and we can see the DA messing up and we can see all this type of stuff,
Yeah,
witnesses.
yeah, yeah,
When it's
yeah.
federal, nothing is televised. So all we gonna hear is plea deal. We're just hear dudes just copping out. And I'm telling you that we ain't gonna never see that dude again. He gonna cop out. It's like a 30-year sentence.
Yep,
And
yep. And that's what I said. At least 30 years. Yep, yep,
yeah,
yep, yep. They about to give him a 30 feet.
yeah, and it's over, man. It's over for him and everybody who was getting success with him.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause all them they say one of his homies was already wearing a wire and shit.
Ain't
I
that
say,
crazy, yo?
yeah. I said, but you know that shit was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they got this dude because his homie was wearing
Was
a
wearing a
wire.
fucking wire. Yep, 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 yep,
Yeah,
yep.
now you
That's
see
what I
why.
told Ariana and Deontay. Yep, yep. I
Now you
told him the
see,
same thing. I ain't trying to, you know how us as men, I ain't trying to, knock the young brother, but I said, what do you think that his boy was gonna do? He gonna wear wire on his ass.
I mean, like, especially if you hang with dudes who are in that lifestyle, man. Like,
Yeah.
yo, Bizzle, if I'm hanging around a bunch of guys who are like that, like they're my security, they're my entourage, but I know what they do in the streets. I know that they're gonna get caught up one day without me knowing, and they're gonna try to use me to get a deal. So I'm not gonna say too much around these fools.
What you think? What you think? What you think? They mama don't hurt? Shit,
Right,
they
right.
mama hurt just like mine. Your mama hurt,
Yep,
nigga.
yep.
Shit.
They want their baby going to jail.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead. What you gonna say though?
Yeah, it's just weird how dudes can get out their environment and
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, this dude is successful. He made it.
Yeah. The nigga, he ain't number what, 32 years old? I said, damn, he a young dude. I'm 46, just like me. You the same age.
Yeah, dude sitting on millions and kicking his feet up. And to him, that's not enough.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, come on, man. Like, let me be able to kick my feet up where I could
Right.
just like
Right.
close my eyes and just point to anything and I got it. Like, come on, bro. I ain't gonna like I don't want to go back to the hood now, and I ain't nowhere near rich.
Right.
You
We
think I'm
ain't going.
just I'm gonna be
We ain't
around
going
niggas?
back now.
Yeah. I look, I'm in South Carolina right now. I ain't near no niggas.
Yeah.
I ain't near one nigga. You think I'm gonna go to niggas voluntarily? Nah. I'm broken. I'm broken. I won't be around niggas.
Right.
So I'm definitely gonna get paid and be around niggas. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unfortunate, it's sad, but these things gotta happen for niggas to like wake up. I'm telling you, because nothing else is gonna wake up a nigga besides shit like this. Like they got to see it.
Right.
Because we could talk to them all we want. It's going one ear out the other. Like they need to see it. They got to see this shit doesn't pay. Crime doesn't pay. So they seen it with Young Thug, they seen it with this guy, and they're gonna see it with YM Melly when they put his ass back in trial.
Yeah.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, they're gonna put 6ix9ine back in that too.
And then you got, I don't know how true it is, but I think Jay Prince's house was raided, they say, in Houston.
You know what? And I didn't want to think about it, but I think, and somebody said this at the Diddy situation, because a lot of people, they were trying to say, well, Diddy and R. Kelly, and I said Diddy had way money, way bigger money. But I said, if they throw that nigga in jail, what you think they're gonna do to a little Dirt?
Oh yeah, come on. And Diddy ain't murdered nobody, and he not responsible. Well, that's not why he's being indicted. Like, he's not indicted because somebody was dead, got murdered.
Diddy shit, he can get off on his shit just like R. Kelly did. He can get off, with his lawyers and his this and that, He can get off.
I think so.
Yeah.
It could be either or. With him, because we don't know a lot about what they found on him. All we know is the tape that he beat up on Cassie. That's all we know.
And that's the difference. Why I was telling these dumbass niggas, I said Dirt and them was talking about the shit. They was talking about
it. That nigga with the wire was like, yo, Dirt, you remember when we murdered Sally? That nigga with the wire.
Right. Oh, nigga, you pop. Nigga, you pop. You pop.
The watcher said.
Or talk on that nigga. Well, I didn't really mean that and this and that. Nigga, you pop, nigga.
Yeah, it's crazy. The dude with the wire is asking Dirt, but he's probably getting Dirt high and drunk, and then he's bringing up old shit they did, and all he needs is Dirt to confirm it. Like, yo, Dirt, remember we killed Tony and we buried his ass over by the West Side Library?
Right.
He like, yeah, man. Shit, I buried his mother too, man. I ain't tell you that much. Where you did? Like, yeah, his mother over there too.
Nigga was wild the whole time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, remember Poppy gave you that consignment, man, and you ran off with it?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yo, where'd you put it, yo? Oh, that shit in my attic, man.
Right. That shit in my attic. Man, those people went right down there, looked at this shit.
Yeah, word. They said, yo, good job, man. Good job.
Right.
Yeah, we gonna hook you up.
Dirt fucked up right now. He fucked up. And I know Charleston White been talking about it, but he another clown too. I don't really respect Carl.
Yeah, he's a character, because like I watch him, I can only watch this so much of him because
right. But you know who he is though.
Yeah, because I don't see a genuine personality. Yeah, right, I don't see a genuine person. I see a guy acting. He'd be like, yo, my nigga, like he'd be extra hood and shit. I'd be like, oh God, come on, this extra hood shit, bro. Yo, my nigga, like, dude, come on, nobody that old be talking like that. Like, just extra fucking hood. Yeah, my nigga, like, like, dude, just talk normal, man. Like, just talk normal, dude.
Yeah. He just be talking a little bit too much for me.
Yeah. Hell shit, Whack 100, that shit, he annoying too. Both the niggas be talking too much. Like, Whack 100 is always like he got inside information. Like, oh, Whack, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He another one. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Charleston be doing the most. But yeah, Whack 100, he be acting like he really got some inside information. Like I just be getting tired of that shit. Like, dude.
Yeah, he talking about, man, yeah, everybody that roll underneath the five. Well, you know, I roll underneath the five. So I'm like, well, who the fuck is he talking about? You feel me?
Yeah.
I say that shit serious to us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm just like, do he know somebody out here in Chirac? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's that's the thing I like about him. Like he be claiming like he just pseudo. Like he be like he might know 2 niggas in Chicago, but he be acting like it's 200.
Right.
They always trying to low key threaten people like he got hitters in every city and fucking like, dude, you probably know 2 retarded niggas in every city. But you trying to act like and they'll probably crash out, but you acting like you got like a real army and some shit.
Right. Hell yeah.
And yeah, I really wonder if he'd be outside.
I don't think so.
Can't be. He can't be. He talked too much shit. He called an academic show and he was like going off on because Brick Baby called in and then he called in afterwards. He just like going off on Brick Baby like all these like crazy accusations and Brick Baby trying to defend himself and show that that's false and Black 100 just with these agendas. You know, like he just was trying to push some agenda, but it wasn't lining up with the facts because Brick Baby's like defending himself and like nah, nigga, that shit fake news. And Black 100 like extra tough on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't like that because then you got other guys that side like Big U wants to smoke with him and he never arranged like a fade. Like dude, like Big U wanted to get it in and you fucking sidestep that shit, man. But then you talk tough with Brick Baby, Brick fucking name is. You sidestep, you know. Like, yeah, I don't like bullies, man. Because bullies never really challenge themselves with a fight, a 50-50 fight. They always want to fight people or argue people with less resources or less muscle, you know, less status. They never really fight somebody their same status and resources and muscle.
Yeah. I hear you.
Do you remember the Black Peace Stone, I think it was?
Who?
You.
You talking about who? You talking about who? Jabari now?
Nah, Chicago. I'm talking about Black Peace Stones.
Yeah. I'm talking about Jabari now. Because everybody talk about Chief there.
Yeah, now I'm talking about Chief.
Yeah. Chief Malik, right?
Yeah, but that's his new name, but his old name was Jeff Fort,
right? Right. But I'm saying his new name was
right. Yeah, is it true that he used to get the gangs like the smaller gangs like the get down and lay down. He used to like bully them to join his.
Yeah. Well, he put the first federal case was against Chief Malik, and back in 1987, the first federal case was against him.
Yeah, I remember.
P. McVeigh, but it was against Chief Malik.
Yeah.
They the first federal case on him.
Did you know why he ended up like changed his organization to the Arukins, where he like made it like a Muslim name?
He's saying to Muslims because it was going to be from well, when you look at over time, all Chicago street gangs are based off the Bible and the Quran. So when you look at like JDEs, when you look at Gangster Disciple, and you look at Black Disciple, and you look at BPS.
Oh yeah, some religious.
Yeah, it's based off the Quran or the Bible. Yeah. Oh. So, but they put him on a federal document to say that he was the chief of all of that. But yeah, that's always been known though. I don't know. Y'all may not know that on the East Coast, but that's always been known. Yeah, yeah. Every Chicago gang is based off about the Bible and the Quran. Yeah.
Okay, I ain't know that.
Oh, you ain't know that?
Nah.
You ain't know that? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
I mean, like, yeah, I ain't, because when I think of that, I think of like pure negativity. I never thought the origins.
Every organization in Chicago is based off the Bible or the Quran. Yeah. When you look at Latin Kings, that's who started the Latin Kings. That's who the #1 Latin Street gang is. When you look at the Gangster Disciples, the Black Disciples, BPSN, the Four Corner Hustlers, the Black Souls, that's who it's based off of. You ain't never know that? Damn. I thought you knew that. I thought you would have maybe known that. Okay.
Like, maybe I did. I probably just forgot.
Okay. Well, it's all good, but damn, I thought you knew that.
Because I watched the Gangland documentary, so I had to probably come across it. Just probably watching so long, I probably forgot.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
But I used to love Gangland. But you know what?
Everything based in Chicago was based off Bible or the Quran. Yep.
But you know what? When I watched Gangland, my favorite story was it stood out to me the most was the El Rukin story. Like that was my favorite Gangland.
Why you say that? Why you say that? Why?
Because how organized it was, and how, because it was like a little bit political too. He was invited to the president's inauguration.
With Libya, with Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah, and then they said that he was gonna have a missile, some shit from Gaddafi somewhere.
So what happened with Chief, and I know his sister, well, his daughter, Amina Edwards. Actually, I just told one of the sisters tonight. She just had a show tonight.
Really?
Gemini, yeah. She just had a show tonight. I put you in tune with her tonight because I came from underneath the fact. Came underneath Jabari and them. Jabari is Chief's son. So and Wakita. But Wakita got killed. He got put in a hit in Indiana, in South Bend. He got put in a hit out there. So but we all got put underneath, you know what I'm saying, Chief. So yeah, I can tell you right now. I just told Gemini. She was like, yeah, the next show we have Amina on the show. Yeah, Amina Matthews is Chief's daughter, direct daughter. Yeah. So when Chief Malik, when he got locked up, on a terrorism case.
Right.
So he the first one that got put up on a terrorism case in Chicago. Yeah. He the first one, bro. That's crazy. We even talking about this right now. Yeah.
So why do you think? Like, is it true that they was actually trying to link up with terrorists?
They got put on the wiretap as well. They got put on the wiretap.
Oh, so they actually heard it themselves.
Yeah, they got put on the wiretap with more.
I remember the Chief was trying to use the law against tapping religious institutions. I remember he.
Right. So this is how they got caught up. They got caught up, and then when I first came underneath it, of course it was before then, but when I first came up, I just heard the brothers, because we used to have to know Islamic, we have to, that's how can I say it? That's how I started learning different languages. You feel me? When I started learning Hebrew and Arabic, that's how I learned was from the brothers, right?
Oh.
So they changed BPSN, underneath 5-pointed star to El Rukin. So it got put into a Islamic situation. So once they put underneath that, the United States government, they put them in the FBI. They put them on a watch list, and that's how they got hit. You know what I'm saying? With that terrorism watch. They the first ones in the United States government to get hit with a terrorism.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep, yep. It was Chief. Yeah. When everybody say Chief, they know automatically, you know.
So is that why people name themselves chiefs out there, Chief Keef and shit like that?
Yeah.
Line and all these crazy ass titles.
But Chief Keaton, them, they was BDs and GDs. They were underneath the 6-point star. But when you say chief, most people know they gonna automatically say, yeah, that's El Rukin. You know, that's Black Pete Stone. You know, the 5-point star. That's why we've been disciplined and well, I don't want to say we, but I will say, but us as we came up underneath that. That's why we've been disciplined and eating certain foods and this and that. That's why we don't eat no swine and none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it 5-point star. Yeah. So Chicago gangs are different from any other gangs in the United States. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what makes Chicago gangs, you know, just different. You feel me? Yeah, Chicago gang, you ain't gonna never hear no any brother that's underneath the vice lords or you underneath like Chief. No, we don't eat no swine, this and that. Now the other brothers underneath the 6, yeah, they gonna eat whatever they want to. You know, the GDs and the BDs, but
Wait. So you got GDs, you got BDs, you got vice lords, and who else?
Yeah, you have Latin King.
No. So I'm guessing. So who do the GDs normally beef with?
GDs run with they usually run with BD, but BDs and GDs, Lil Durk, great grandfather, I want to say, he got killed by one of the GDs, right? So ever since then, that's why it's been war with the GDs and BDs. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna never let it stop. So, but the Black Stones and Vice Lords, you know, from out west and Whoop Off the Bam, you know, they done always been brothers. You know, that's when people say brothers, they say, oh yeah, the Black Pete Stone. When you hear like newscasters say that, the brothers from Chicago, you know, we a little more conscientious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
BDs and BDs, they wild as fuck. I ain't gonna even lie, they wild.
So the vice lords is they're with the who they run with?
No. Vice lords are underneath the 5. They underneath the 5 like BPSN. You know, with red and yellow and the Latin King. They underneath 5. That's all Latin King, Vice Lords, and BPSN. They run underneath the 5. But the GDs and the BDs, they're at war. They've been at war for the last 20 years. So yeah, that's why Dirk and them, you know, they've been at war with them niggas. Yeah.
That's wild. The people they at war with, like around the corner from them.
Yeah. Them niggas been at war for 20 years. I want to say at least 20 years. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's been real. I ain't trying to say they lying about nothing, but yeah, they've been at war for 20 years. Them niggas been at war big time. I think Dirk uncles and them may got killed. You know, I don't want to be lying, but I think Dirk and them uncles and them got killed by them GDs from the 100. You know, Chicago a big city, so it ain't like I'm talking about. I'm trying to think what's them niggas from the 100? I think the niggas was from the 100. Yeah. And they killed Dirt uncle them. Yeah. Slid down.
Yeah, you're right. The Latin King started in Chicago.
Yeah. What you do? Just look it up.
Yeah. So why they bring their ass out here?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The Latin Kings is underneath the 5. It's underneath Chief. It's underneath Chief Malik. It's underneath Chief. So when you look at any Latin gang, or when you look at most, well, like I tell you, most gangs in Chicago is underneath the Bible or the Quran, right? But when you look at most brothers and sisters, and it's a lot of hard sisters that's in a Latin gang. We don't eat pork, we don't eat swine, none of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, we just different. You feel me? You know, we pray 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Makes a lot to our people. Just I don't know if you familiar with that, but we makes a lot to our people. So
how do you do that?
Makes a lot when you giving back. When you giving back, when you makes a lot, you give back. So
Okay.
most gangster disciples, or when you hear like GDs and BDs, like Dirk and them niggas just, man, them niggas wild as fuck. They wild as fuck, bro. So that's why Von and Woo Bop the Bam, you know, that's why they got caught out there. You know, I'm just, sometimes I just, when I have to wear red or sometime, I'll be like, damn, let me chill. You know, my homie told me one time, he was like, man, damn, when you want them beef, when you want them brother, when you want them chief? I was like, shit. I was like, yeah. I couldn't say that shit, but yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, man, y'all niggas was wild. You know, he was just trying to tell me this and that, but it's all good. It's all good. The shit just
Yeah, I
kind
was
of.
reading about the that thing got sent 200. How you get sent to 250 years in prison?
Who was that?
Some nigga from the Latin Kings, Felipe.
Oh yeah. When you know one of the kings, they was well shit, Mina, she probably tell you that, but one of the kings, they down there in USP down there in Colorado right now with Chief.
Oh, so they were. Oh wow. So niggas complain about Rico. The Latin Kings were in 1994 was indicted on Rico.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you be acting like Rico is so like?
I'm just because how can I say it? Because I don't want to make you think like I'm trying to make no shit up or no shit. You feel me? I'm just the Rico, yeah, they put the Latin Kings on the Rico shit. This is back in the 90s, nigga.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. They put them on the Rico charge. Yeah. Yeah, CPD put them on the Rico charge, bro. This is after Chief and them got locked up. They got locked up, right? Back in 87, they put them on the Fed case, right? So once they start putting them federal indictments out, they start looking at all group, but they started with the 5 though, with the 5. So my dumb ass being, you know, part of the organization, this and that, and this Woo Bop the Band. But then that's when well, GD's always been huge in Chicago. I will say that. GD's always been huge. But I will say Black Souls and Foes, Four Corner Hustlers, they always been big as well. And the Vice Lord, they always been good. But Vice Lords had different factions. Vice Lords got like 5 different factions. They got conservative Vice Lord, travelers, insane. You know what I'm saying? It's so many factions. It's so many factions within the Vice Lord, but Black Stone always been, because we are always known to be black oriented. You know, how can I say it? But black oriented. You feel me? That's why we ain't eat certain food. God damn it, your wife had to be black. Woo Bop the Band. You feel me?
Yep.
So yeah, it wasn't no playing around. So on my mama, that's just what it was. But anyway, it's just been a lot of, you know, a lot of gang history in Chicago. Yeah. What was you gonna say, bro?
Yeah, and that is interesting. I didn't know that They were in Chicago. Like they've been on the East Coast so long. I thought niggas started in New York.
No, hell no. Hell no. Them niggas ain't started out there. Them niggas started out here. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all gotta keep y'all gangs in Chicago, man. Stop trying to expand. spread all that bullshit everywhere else.
Yeah. You ain't even know that. Why that shock you though, bro? Why that shock?
Cause I'm like, damn, y'all really the home of those. Y'all are really the home of the gangs. Yeah. Shit, Donald Trump need to come to Chicago after he win. He bring his ass to Chicago and regulate that state, that city.
Yeah. On my mama. Yeah.
Yo, damn, y'all lucky as hell they can't do it. Y'all lucky because
Why you
I'll
say
say
that? Why you say that, bro?
because what they should have did was take y'all gun rights.
Okay.
But that ain't that nowadays. That's not, you ain't gotta worry about that. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be a way where
get weapons out here. Too many niggas out here with switching.
yeah, it has to be a way where they could like they have to do something where they gotta target niggas to discourage them from traveling illegally with weapons because if they got like a felony they're not allowed to have a weapon.
Yeah, I hear you.
But a police officer need probable cause to pull them over and search. So that's the only way you get the niggas off the streets.
You know what my guy told me? This one I know when the game changed. He say he was saying I think on 77 and laugh. He was like, you know what CP do? They call when you have like a call, say if I just say my baby daddy or this and that got a gun, right? You know what they do?
Yeah. What?
I don't know. This broad called me. Wait. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. So I click the call. Yeah, let me just yeah, all right. So you know he say they do?
What?
So I say, man, what they do, Bill? He said they wait 5 seconds and they'll call, like say if they got a female that's on duty, they'll wait 5 seconds. So they get more bag up. They won't even send the females over there. They won't even send them over there. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, no. They'll wait. It's a time limit. You know what I'm saying? They time everything. If they get a phone call. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, get the fuck out of here. He's like, nigga, I ain't lying. They'll put them on the time limit, bro. I said, God damn, man, damn, that's sad. That's sad. I said, Chicago, that bad?
Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, that shit wild out there, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna hold you long, man. I'm gonna get back with you then later on.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get on a little earlier. I'm over here about to, it's my bedtime too, man. So
yeah. I'm going.
Yeah, so tomorrow, man, next day, brother.
Yes, sir, brother. Man, hey, love you and the number of respect.
Love you too, bro. Have a good night. Appreciate you.
Right, yes, sir.